The Consumer Protection Act of 2019 is an important law in India that has replaced the old Consumer Protection Act of 1986. One of the main goals of this new law is to create a better system to help consumers who have disputes with sellers or service providers. Just like the previous law, the new act sets up a three-tier system to resolve these disputes at different levels: district, state, and national. At the district level, we have the District Consumer Disputes Redressal Commission. This commission is set up by the government of the respective state and can be found in every district. In some cases, if needed, the government may choose to create more than one commission in a single district. Next comes the State Consumer Disputes Redressal Commission, which is usually located in the capital city of the state. This commission is also established by the state government and can function in various locations as deemed necessary. The government works together with the state commission to decide on where the commission will meet and may even set up regional branches for improved access. At the highest level is the National Consumer Disputes Redressal Commission. This commission is created by the central government and is usually located in the National Capital Region. Similar to the State Commission, the National Commission can also operate from various locations as determined by the central authorities, possibly establishing regional branches to serve consumers better. Currently, there are a significant number of these commissions operating across India. There are 678 district commissions and 1935 state commissions, with the National Commission at the top, looking over the entire network. It's important to note that the National Commission was first set up in 1988. These consumer commissions serve as quasi-judicial bodies, which means they have the authority to settle disputes but are not part of the regular court system. They are often referred to as consumer forums or consumer courts, making it easier for everyday people to seek justice in matters concerning consumer rights. The Consumer Protection Act also emphasizes the rights of consumers. These include the right to be informed about the quality, quantity, potency, purity, standard, and price of goods or services. It also includes the right to seek redressal against unfair trade practices and the right to safety from hazardous goods and services. Furthermore, the Act includes significant articles and provisions that allow consumers to seek compensation for flaws in goods or deficient services. This legal framework makes it easier for consumers to file complaints and ensures that their rights are protected. In summary, the Consumer Protection Act of 2019 builds on the foundations laid by its predecessor to create a more robust and effective system for consumer grievances in India. It empowers consumers and provides them with clear avenues to seek help and justice in case of any disputes, thereby fostering a fair marketplace. National Consumer Disputes Redressal Commission. The National Consumer Disputes Redressal Commission, often referred to as the National Commission, is an important part of India's consumer protection system. Established under the Consumer Protection Act 2019, it plays a vital role in addressing consumer complaints and disputes at a national level. Below are the key aspects of the National Commission, including its composition, jurisdiction, powers, and administrative control. Composition. The National Commission is made up of a president and a varying number of members. As per the 2020 guidelines set by the central government, there can be a minimum of 4 members and a maximum of 11. At least one of these members must be a woman to promote gender representation. The central government holds the authority to set rules regarding the qualifications, appointment, salaries, and conditions of service for the President and members of the National Commission. The President and members are appointed based on recommendations from a search committee headed by the Chief Justice of India or another Supreme Court judge appointed by him. Notably, to be eligible for appointment, a candidate must be at least 50 years old. These officials serve for a period of 4 years, but they can continue in their roles until they turn 70 years old for the president and 67 years for the other members, whichever comes first. Additionally, once appointed, their salaries and conditions of service cannot be downgraded. Jurisdiction. The National Commission has several areas of authority, which can be categorized into three types. Pecuniary jurisdiction. The National Commission deals with complaints involving a value exceeding 10 crores, 100 million Indian rupees. However, this threshold was updated to above 2 crores, 20 million Indian rupees in 2021. This means that consumers with significant financial disputes can bring their cases directly to the National Commission. Appellate jurisdiction. The National Commission hears appeals against decisions made by state commissions. Consumers must file their appeals within 30 days of the order from the state commission. If there is justification for the delay, the National Commission may still accept late appeals. This commission also considers appeals against decisions made by the Central Consumer Protection Authority, CCPA, and a similar timeframe applies to these cases. Revisional jurisdiction. The National Commission can look into cases that are either pending or already decided by state commissions if there were any legal issues, such as if the state commission acted beyond its authority or failed to act as required by law. Other powers. Alongside its jurisdiction, the National Commission holds several significant powers that contribute to consumer rights. It can declare any unfair contract terms void, ensuring consumer protection against exploitative agreements. The Commission has the authority to review its own orders if errors are identified. This can happen on the Commission's own initiative or through an application from a party within 30 days. If a decision was made in the absence of one party, they can apply for the order to be overturned. The Commission may also transfer complaints between district commissions across different states if necessary, either on its own or if requested by the complainant. Any appeals against the National Commission's orders can be submitted to the Supreme Court within 30 days, although the Supreme Court may allow late filings if there is a valid reason. Administrative control. The National Commission also exerts administrative control over state commissions regarding various important functions. It monitors their performance by tracking case disposal rates, institution rates, and any pending cases. The National Commission is responsible for investigating complaints against the President and members of any state commission and will report its findings to the relevant state government. It issues instructions for uniform procedures in hearing cases, ensuring that all parties receive fair treatment and access to necessary documents. The National Commission can inspect and oversee the functioning of state and district commissions to ensure the goals of the Consumer Protection Act are being met while respecting their semi-judicial independence. Conclusion. In summary, the National Consumer Disputes Redressal Commission plays an essential role in safeguarding consumer rights in India through its carefully structured composition and extensive jurisdiction. It ensures that consumers have access to justice and has the authority and mechanisms in place to facilitate effective dispute resolution. Articles related include Article 21, Right to Life and Personal Liberty, as consumer protection is closely linked to an individual's right to a fair and just living. The National Commission is crucial in fostering a consumer-friendly environment that empowers individuals in their interactions with businesses. State Consumer Disputes Redressal Commission. Composition. The State Consumer Disputes Redressal Commission, often referred to as the State Commission, is an essential part of India's consumer protection system. Each state commission is made up of a president and at least 4 other members. However, the number of members can be more than 4, based on what is determined in consultation with the central government. The central government is responsible for setting rules regarding the qualifications needed for the appointment of the president and members, how they will be recruited, the process for their appointment, how long they will serve, and how they can resign or be removed. Additionally, the state government establishes rules related to the salaries, allowances, and other conditions of service for the President and the members of the State Commission. Jurisdiction. The State Commission has different types of jurisdiction, which include pecuniary jurisdiction. This refers to the monetary value involved in complaints. The State Commission can handle cases where the value of the goods or services in question is more than 1 crore rupees but less than 10 crores. In 2021, the central government amended this limit, allowing the State Commission to handle complaints where the value exceeds 50 lakhs but is under 2 crores. This adjustment ensured that more disputes could be resolved at the State Commission level. Appellate jurisdiction. The State Commission also hears appeals against decisions made by district commissions within the state. A consumer can appeal within 45 days from when the district commission made its decision. If there are valid reasons for missing this deadline, the State Commission can still consider these late appeals. Revisional jurisdiction. In this capacity, the State Commission can review cases that are pending or have already been decided by the District Commission. The State Commission steps in when it believes that the District Commission made an error, either by acting outside its powers, failing to act when it needed to, or making a significant mistake in how it handled the case. Other powers. Besides the above jurisdictions, the State Commission holds several additional powers. Contractual terms. The Commission can declare any contract terms that are unfair to consumers as null and void. This is important for protecting consumer rights and ensuring fairness in transactions. Order review. If there is a clear error in any decision it has made, the State Commission has the authority to review its own orders. This review can either be initiated by the Commission itself or requested by any party involved within 30 days of the original order. Transfer of complaints. The State Commission can move cases from one district commission to another within the state. This can happen if the complainant requests it or if the Commission decides it is necessary. Administrative control. The State Commission supervises all district commissions falling under its jurisdiction. This oversight helps maintain a consistent and fair approach to consumer disputes across the state. Legal framework. These provisions regarding the State Commission are enshrined in the Consumer Protection Act of 2019, which replaced the earlier Consumer Protection Act of 1986. This newer legislation emphasizes stronger consumer rights and creates a more robust framework for resolving disputes. Articles in the Constitution of India also provide a backdrop for consumer protection, reaffirming the importance of legal safeguards for consumers. Conclusion. The State Consumer Disputes Redressal Commission plays a vital role in empowering consumers and resolving disputes efficiently. With its structured composition, clear jurisdiction, and a suite of additional powers, the State Commission is equipped to address consumer grievances effectively, ensuring justice and protection for consumers in the marketplace. District Consumer Disputes Redressal Commission. Composition. The District Consumer Disputes Redressal Commission, often referred to as the District Commission, is an important part of India's consumer protection system. Each district commission is made up of a president and a varying number of members, typically no less than 2. The exact number of members is decided in consultation with the central government. To ensure the effective functioning of these commissions, the central government can create rules that outline the qualifications needed for appointments, the recruitment process, and the procedure for appointing the president and the members. They also set rules concerning the duration of their term, how they can resign, and the conditions under which they can be removed from office. Meanwhile, the state government is responsible for deciding the salaries, allowances, and other employment terms for the president and members of each district commission. If there is an opening for the position of the president or a member due to resignation or removal, the state government can take necessary actions. It may assign another district commission to handle the responsibilities of the vacant position or allow a member from another district commission to temporarily take over those duties. Jurisdiction. The district commission has specific powers to handle consumer complaints. These complaints can only be filed if the cost of the goods or services involved is no more than 1 crore rupees, 10 million rupees. However, in 2021, the central government reduced this limit to 50 lakhs rupees, 5 million rupees, as part of its efforts to streamline processes for consumer redressal. Typically, meetings and hearings of the district commission are held at the district headquarters. Still, the commission can also operate at other locations within the district if the state government announces such arrangements, usually made in consultation with the state commission. One of the key features of the district commission is its ability to review its own decisions. If there is a clear mistake in an order, the commission can revise it, either on its own or if someone involved in the case asks for a review within 30 days of the order being issued. Pecuniary jurisdiction. The monetary limits indicating how much a consumer's complaint can involve determine the jurisdiction of the district commission, state commission, and national commission. The following guidelines were established under the 2021 rules. District Commission handles cases valued at up to 50 lakhs rupees. State Commission deals with cases valued at up to 2 crores rupees. National Commission takes on cases with values exceeding 2 crores rupees. These guidelines reflect the growing focus on protecting consumer rights and providing accessible avenues for resolving disputes. The various commissions ensure that consumers have a structured and efficient process for seeking justice, reinforcing the strength of consumer protection laws in India. Relevant constitutional articles and laws. In India, the framework for consumer protection is primarily guided by the Consumer Protection Act of 2019, which replaced the earlier version from 1986. This act sets out the establishment and functioning of consumer forums, including the District Consumer Disputes Redressal Commission. Additionally, Article 21 of the Indian Constitution, which guarantees the right to life and personal liberty, can be interpreted to include the right to a healthy and safe environment, implicitly supporting consumer rights. These institutions and legal provisions contribute to safeguarding consumer interests and establishing accountability, ensuring that consumers receive fair treatment and redressal for grievances.